Good day, my beautiful people. How are we? I just finished up my power and posture class. I'm going to post up a video soon and show you guys what I am learning. I learned how to do a forearm stand today and then a fall in case for when I do my... oh, I'm walking the wrong way. I'm getting carried away. I learned also how to fall today. Hey, Lana. I learned how to fall today from a handstand so that obviously I don't break no bones or joints when I'm doing my handstand. So I'll just wait for a couple of people to come in, say hi when you jump on. I'm just taking a nice walk in the sun. It's absolutely beautiful, and drank my smoothie way too fast. Right, so I want to talk to you just about... I've had this conversation, no joke, with about 4 or 5 women this week, and it's actually like grinding my gears, right? Because we're waiting for this perfect time. We're waiting for this perfect time to work on something, or, you know, we're waiting, or we're even in denial, right? There are so many people, or in particular the women that I've spoken to this week, that actually know the shit they want to work on. They actually know that there's some deep-rooted shit going on in the back of their mind that they just keep shoving under the carpet, or they keep burying their head in the sand and not doing anything about it. The thing is, it's manifesting in their body in a multitude of different ways. Hey, who have I got on here? Oh, Nikki, Jess, Marty, Annette, Rachel. Hey, thank you guys so much for jumping on. It's great to see you on here. So so the people in particular that I've spoken to, right, they've got these goals they're trying to work towards. Like, one of them's like working on their relationship, one of them's working on body and losing weight, one of them's in a marriage, and the other one's working on their business, right? So I've got like a range of different people that I speak to and that I also work with, right? Because how you approach one realm is how you approach the other realms. And my apologies about this motorcycle. I've got helicopters this week, motorcycles, you name it. They're freaking everywhere every time I do a live stream. And literally a car driving in. Can't people see I'm doing a live stream? Damn. Right, and what's happening for them is, right, this is an ongoing issue for them, and something that is gnawing at them that they want to change. The thing is, right, and I worked specifically with one person this morning. You know, we went into her unconscious mind and just sort of figured out what the actual issue is. And it's not her body weight. It's not the fat that she's got on her. It's not the 30 kilos that she wants to lose, right? It's like there is a deeper problem. And she knows it, right? And we brought it to the surface. She knew little bits about it, right? So now we've brought it to the surface. And when you bring this stuff to the surface, you have a choice as to whether or not you're going to do something about it, right? If you're choosing not to do something about it, then that is cool. If you are okay with staying, with like burying that shit to the side, that's cool, right? It is my belief that it's going to manifest some way, shape, or form, because you can't unknow what you do. You can't unknow what you know, right? And you don't know what you don't know until you know it. And I say this a lot of the time because it's freaking well true, right? Once you learn something, you literally are just ignoring it, right? Especially if it rings true to you. If it like ignites some fire within you, maybe rubs you up the wrong way, irritates you, pisses you off, like you definitely know there's some sort of truth to it, or something that is like not sitting well with you, right? If it didn't bother you, it wouldn't... You'd just be like, meh, whatevs, right? But there are some things in particular that bother us, right? And once you learn this about yourself, or once you realize that, oh, actually, that's kind of what's going on, you can choose to bury your head in the sand, or you can actually choose to do something about it. And now, the other point that I want to touch on, and this is just a quick little video because I have an appointment in like 5 minutes. So the other point that I wanted to touch on is actually... second part of my video title. So it's like digging your head in the sand. Oh, and then actually starting. So what happens is what you find is like people wait for the perfect time to start. People think that when they start to create some sort of change, or they decide they want something, that it's a freaking easy process, right? Or it's like, oh yeah, I want to create that, so I'll do that then. The thing is, everything that you change, especially if it's bigger, right? If you want to transform your life, it is an ongoing process, and it is one heck of a roller coaster ride, right? So you want to make sure that you have the correct support, the accountability around you, that you're able to that your ability to back yourself and your confidence, and your personal power, that you have that in order to be able to move forward, because shit is going to get in the way. Life is going to get in the way, and life happens, hurdles, challenges, all these things pop up, right? Because the only thing that's within your control is you. No, there is nothing, you cannot control any of your external stimuli, right? But you can control you, how you show up, how you react, how you choose to behave. And the more that you learn about yourself, right? This is why I'm so passionate and determined about working with my clients, is because I educate you on how you're currently operating, right? And a lot of us are just operating, unconsciously. We don't even realize the patterns of behavior that we're actually, the patterns of behavior that are playing out. We don't realize what's going on in our unconscious mind, or we don't realize how we're sabotaging ourselves until we actually bring it to the conscious mind. How funny, someone I know is just literally seen me do a video and having a good crack up. We don't actually know a lot of this stuff, because it's buried back in our unconscious. It's hidden to protect us, right? Because as humans, we want to be safe, we want to be comfortable, and we don't like change by nature. Right? But if you're anything like me, which if you watch my videos, you're in my Facebook group and you've worked with me, or you're just in my realm at all, you are along the same lines as me. You are determined, you are passionate, you are motivated, you're driven. You want to impact the world in some way, shape, or form, right? And you're driven by soul purpose. You're driven by, changing lives one by one, or hundreds by hundreds, right? You're here to fulfill yourself on a soul level, on a spiritual level. It's not just about, getting hitting certain markers, or just your conformity standards, I don't know, just getting a job, getting a house, getting married, and sort of whatever. You've got bigger plans for the world, you've got bigger plans for you, and deep down that that's what you're here to do, and that you're here to support others, guide others, lead others, empower others, right? If you're in my realm, you're on some way, shape, or form, have a liking to one or a multitude of those things. Yeah. So, the thing is, the longer you wait to get started, if you keep putting it off, you keep postponing, you keep waiting for the perfect conditions, and you keep, it's a journey, it's a road, it is a freaking long book, multitude of chapters, and it's a roller coaster ride, right? So the longer that you put it off, the bigger the gap, to get started, the scarier it becomes, the more fear you have, the older you become, the more you feel like you're running out of time, the more that, you sit back and you feel all these things of failure and fear, and you're just not, that you're not playing up to your fullest potential, right? And I know for these people that they're not, right? So yes, fear is a real thing, and being scared. Even myself, I made a really massive decision this week, and it was scary, and I had a bit of an outburst. If anyone watched my video from yesterday, at a Thai table with my parents on Sunday, and You know, shit is scary. When you're changing stuff, when you're changing your shit up, it's scary, right? And the only person that can make that happen is you. So you've got to want to back yourself 100%. You've got to want to be confident, have your personal power, and be able to, you know, ground yourself in wavering conditions that surround you. Right, so I've got to go to my appointment and I want to talk more on this, so I'll either do a video later today or I'm going to come back on and do it tomorrow, just because this is going to be a pretty intense appointment, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel. So what I would like you to do, if any of this video resonates with you, if you want to have a chat with me about how I can guide you and support you, please private message me. I'm going to put a link up to book a time to call with me. I'm going to do it after my appointment, right? So private message me in the meantime if you like. Otherwise, have a great afternoon, and I hope I lit some fire up your ass. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.